Hello everyone, this is laughingman.exe and I'm going to go over some ways for transitioning military members are trying to get into technology, trying to get into information technology, trying to get into cybersecurity. Now there's many different programs, and also a lot of times your current experience in the military directly transfers over. Some simple things like if you were an auto mechanic in some MOS or some rate, you have directly transferable skills to becoming a actual mechanic. Well, there's people in roles where they're not entirely sure how they transition past the general soft skills, and I want to go over some of those. So me in particular, I was a sonar technician in the Navy, and we had to stand watches, sometimes port and starboard, 6 hours on, 6 hours off, and those skills, or the ability to analyze data coming in, you might not think that it's directly applicable to the real world because it's different types of data that we're analyzing that the real world doesn't need, the real world doesn't care. Well, it is. The simple act of doing the 6 hours on in analysis of something, we're looking at a console, we're looking at data. The same applies to OSs, fire controlmen, as far as Navy's concerned, and various other Army fields and all the other military branches. We all have something similar along those lines. And I'd love input from someone who knows the particulars about the other branches. But as far as we were concerned, in my current job role is I work in a security operations center. So that right there, it's directly helped me. Even though now instead of analyzing, the sounds dolphins make, I'm looking at, network data, and it's really directly transferable. As far as other programs for the rest of you all to really just, sink your teeth into, you got Troops of Tech. You can do a quick Google search, Bing search, whatever floats your boat, and you can find plenty of, CompTIA. There's an actual website. There's a bunch of resources and businesses that are willing to fund you. If I recall correctly, Microsoft even has a program that they're willing to fund you, train you, and push you into a role. Sometimes it's completely free, sometimes it's at a discount. As far as a completely free thing for veterans, we got Fed VTE. So this one was something I found out about a year ago, and it's fairly new if I recall. There's many courses inside of the Fed VTE. They had Network Plus training. There was Security Plus training. There is Incident Response training in here. There's so much Linux fundamentals if you're trying to get a Linux certification as a systems administrator or what have you. That's all in here. Now you can go through the course catalog and see yourself, you got forensic stuff. There's a lot of courses that it's completely free to you. In fact, I'm gonna go through this again just to give myself another boost in my career, or at least further skills. And then there's Vet Success. There's plenty of different programs that run Vet Success, and they may not be 100% technology oriented. I can tell you a personal one that I went through was through SANS Immersion Academy. Now they've got two immersion academies. One's for veterans and one is for women. And they will operate all over the United States. I personally did one in Virginia Beach. Let's take a look here. We've got one in San Diego. That's the only one at the moment. It's usually likely you'll see anywhere from 1 to 5 on here. The most I saw at one time was 5. But those of you getting ready to leave San Diego or leave the military while you're in San Diego, and even in my personal cohort, there were people that were still serving but allowed to pursue this this opportunity because it was only a week for the first class. The first class is completely in person, 6 days, and the other two courses are done online. There are many different programs for transitioning military members to get into, and you just got to find the one that suits you the best if you're looking for information technology or security and roll with it. And your skills are directly transferable. You can find plenty of, and you know what, I'll actually try to find my resume and I'll show you an example of how I posted my military experience and listed it so it's directly applicable to a security role. Obviously, you can't say everything that you did, but you can give the general gist of what you did. Anyways, thank you for having me. If there's anyone with any questions or think there are ways that I could better this video in a future video, please let me know. And I hope you all have a fantastic day.